Welcome to WinAirvideo, your source for construction and infrastructure updates from across Windsor and Essex County. In this episode, we're back over the Banwell Road and EC Row Expressway interchange and corridor improvements, one of the largest road projects in Windsor's history and a key link for the NextStar EV battery plant and Tecumseh Hamlet. It's late March 2026. And the project has just passed a huge milestone. The first girders going into place on the new overpass. On the evening of March 23, 2026, the Banwell project moved from groundwork to the road deck. Under bright construction lights, crews began lifting the first precast bridge girders into a position over the EC Row Expressway at Banwell. Traffic below went quiet as eastbound EC Row shut down for planned overnight closures, giving the construction team a safe window to work right over the highway. From ground level, you saw detour signs and flashing arrows. From the air, the story looked very different. Massive cranes, tiny workers by comparison, and long concrete girders swinging slowly into place to form the spine of the future Banwell Overpass. The Banwell Road and EC Road interchange and corridor improvements are being delivered by the City of Windsor with GIP Paving Inc. as the general contractor and Dillon Consulting Limited as the city's engineering consultant. This is a full corridor upgrade, not just the bridge, and the total program now sits in the $110 to $120 million range, backed by major funding from the province of Ontario. For a lot of Windsor residents, that price tag raises eyebrows, but it also reflects how much work is bundled in here. A brand new interchange, widening Banwell from a two-lane rural cross-section up to an urban multi-lane standards, new sewers, water mains, sidewalks, multi-use paths, signals and lighting, all in one package. For the girder placements, crews are using the large all-terrain mobile cranes, the kind typically rated in the 200 to 300 ton class for major expressway work. Two cranes work together for each pick. One crane takes the main weight, while the second crane controls the far end of the girder, keeping it level and guiding it down onto the bearings at the abutments and center pier. The girders arrive on multi-axle low-bed tractor trailers, escorted by pilot vehicles because of their sheer length and weight. Each truck backs into a carefully marked staging area near Banwell. The cranes rig up, the expressway traffic is fully stopped below, and then the lift begins. Every move is slow and deliberate, a few centimeters at a time, hovering over live lanes of EC Row before the girder finally comes to rest on the new overpass supports. The city hasn't publicly named the girder fabricator, but the project leans heavily on regional Canadian suppliers and contractors, keeping most of the work and investment close to home in Ontario. Between the local contractor, local design team, and Ontario-based material suppliers, Banwell is a very much made in Windsor, Essex response to a made in Windsor, Essex problem. Too much traffic on a corridor that's about to get even busier. Each girder measures tens of meters from end to end, spanning right across the expressway below. Seeing them in place for the first time gives a sense of the final bridge width, wide enough to carry the increasing Banwell traffic, sidewalks, and future active transportation links over what used to be a simple at-grade intersection. There is a lot more to cover. I'd like a moment to ask for your subscription. Every subscriber, new and long-time patrons, make WinAirvideo possible to continue. It is free, offers great infrastructure information, has an active community and invites subscribers' input into what WinAirvideo covers next. So hit the subscribe button and join the WinAirvideo journey. Thanks. As of March 25th, the girders on the south side of the new overpass are in place, and work is shifting to deck formwork, reinforcing steel and concrete placements that will turn those girders into a continuous bridge deck. Along the embankments, you can see ongoing earthwork shaping the ramps and approaches that will connect Banwell to EC Row's eastbound and westbound lanes. At the same time, crews are pushing ahead with the Banwell Road widening from EC Row south to the CN rail tracks. What used to be a narrow, semi-rural corridor is being rebuilt with more lanes, turn pockets, modern drainage, and utilities. It's not glamorous work, but it's what will move thousands of daily trips. Workers headed to NextStar, trucks serving new industrial and commercial uses, and residents driving between Windsor and Tecumseh. When you pull back to our Tecumseh Hamlet Panorama, the scale of what's coming into this area really shows up. South and east of Banwell, you can see large tracts of open land slated for Tecumseh Hamlet, future housing, shops, services, and local employment. Just to the west, the footprint of the NextStar Energy EV battery plant dominates the horizon, a new mega employer that will generate thousands of jobs and trips every day. The Banwell project feels late to locals, and for good reason. The Banwell Road story stretches back more than 3 decades, starting with planning work in the early 1990s that flagged the corridor as a future traffic choke point. By 2011, Windsor finally launched a full municipal class environmental assessment that formally laid out the case for widening Banwell from Tecumseh Road East to Intersection Road into a 6-lane cross-section, and set the groundwork for a proper interchange at EC Row. The city kept updating that work. In 2013, it began refreshing the environmental assessment to reflect stronger growth around Tecumseh Hamlet. And by 2016, the Banwell Road Corridor Assessment reinforced that a 6-lane Banwell and overpass style interchange would be needed within the 5 to 20-year horizon. Those studies sat on the books for years, while locals experienced congestion at the EC Row get worse, which is why the project now feels late, even though the need had been obvious on paper for a long time. It took decades of study that looked at traffic, safety, and the impact of growth around Banwell and EC Row, including the Tecumseh Hamlet and the NextStar EV plant that completed last year. Infrastructure planning is a complicated process. It can be long and drawn out to get it right. Unfortunately, the drivers headed home from work felt the pain long before the first shovel hit the ground. Officially, Banwell Interchange is still described as on schedule, with major bridge work through 2026 and full completion expected in 2027-2028. Behind those headlines, though, is a familiar Windsor story. Early talk of an $80 million job has grown into a $110 million plus corridor program as detailed design, inflation, and added scope have all landed on the project. That kind of cost growth isn't unique to Banwell. It's common across Canada. But it hits harder here because Windsor is already carrying a multi-billion-dollar infrastructure funding gap. When you're billions short of what you need to keep roads, sewers, and bridges in good condition, every new mega project must fight for room in the budget, and there is very little slack if schedules slip or bids come in higher than expected. Residents along Banwell are split. Many are relieved to finally see heavy equipment on site after years of talk and environmental assessment studies. They see the girders, the earthwork, and the lane closures and say, okay, something's finally happening. Others are frustrated. Detours, nighttime noise, and the feeling the city is always reacting to growth instead of planning ahead of it. City and provincial leaders frame the project as future-proofing, a once-in-a-generation chance to rebuild the corridor to support NextStar, Tecumseh Hamlet, and set East End growth. They point to the provincial funding and say Windsor is getting its share of big-ticket infrastructure. Whether residents see this as a turning point or just another late, overstretched project will depend on two things: whether Banwell stays close to its updated budget, and whether the interchange really opens on schedule. That said, it will be a wonderful improvement to a problem intersection in Windsor's East End, late or not. Let me know your take in the comments. I'll keep tracking the Banwell project from both the air and the ground as the overpass takes shape through 2026. And the widened corridor stretches south to the CN tracks. Subscribe to WinAirvideo. Hit like, share, and hype this video. And turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. Thanks for watching. This is Bob Jones, and I will see you in the next video.